You've either scrolled across them on Instagram and TikTok, or maybe even been serenaded by them in the street. It's Crash Adams. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us. Great to be here.
How are you?
Fantastic. The last couple months have been so busy, but we love to do exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
I will say I feel severely underdressed.
No, man, you're looking good.
But it's
all
very
good.
hot.
Don't worry. Looking fresh.
Can I talk about the fashion? Because you guys are always impeccably dressed.
Thank you very
Do you
much.
get like 2-for-1s on suits? Or like, are you always...
I wish we did.
That would be amazing
Right?
if we did.
Yeah. Is it always just like, let's buy 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those? Like, how do you coordinate? Who's the fashion guru of both of you?
You know what? Sometimes we make our own decisions. Sometimes it's the wrong decision. Yeah. But we usually feel it out. Sometimes we're not even the same color. It's a little yin and yang.
Yeah. Yeah, you should have given me a heads up. I would have worn exactly the same
That's
thing.
hilarious.
I think
I
I
like
have
the
that
shirt,
suit.
though. I really like the shirt. Big fan.
I'll tell you where I got it after this. So let's talk about you guys and what you've been up to. It's been a busy year so far, obviously with the track Lucky that just came out very recently. Was that written kind of over St. Patrick's Day after a big night out? And is that where the inspiration came from?
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. No, but no, that song was really just about how, the moment we realized that our happiness was a choice, our entire lives changed. Instead of waking up in the morning and, being negative or having problems and really focusing on those, we just decided, let's flip the negatives into positives, problems into solutions. And our days became way better, and now we're sitting here with you.
Tell me about that car in the music video as well. That is a sweet ride. You switched the red couch for the red car. You're really upgrading. I like it.
It had to be red, though.
The budget's getting bigger every time.
You know what? Funny enough, we actually, when that music video started, we were told that our initial idea was way out of budget and it wasn't going to happen. So we said, okay, what's the budget? And they gave us the budget, and we said, all right, let's give it away. So we went into the streets, and honestly, for us, like, it was such a great experience just meeting everybody that we got to meet. But we wanted to just make people feel lucky, and so we did little things like, for instance, grabbing. We got a barber, and we told him to just stay in a certain area for all day and just give people free haircuts, and gave away a PS5, and just did little things to brighten people's day.
Yeah, when people watch that video, we want them to really say, you know what? Look what these guys did. Let me pay it forward as well. Let me do the same thing.
Nice.
Yeah, we want people to be inspired by that.
Damn, new PS5? That'll do it. That'll put a smile on your face.
100%.
You got any spares? You got any extras? Obviously you guys you kind of made a bit of a brand for yourself, a bit of a name for yourself online and on social media. I referenced it before. I think you're up like 1.2 million on Instagram right now. Did the kind of, in a weird way, the lockdowns and the pandemic and stuff come at a good time? Because a lot of people were spending more time on social media, and that's kind of how you grew your audience, I guess, around that time, right?
I think during that time, we had to find a way to be creative. It challenged us, definitely challenged us, and I think we rose to the challenge because your standard way before was you had to get out there, you had to play live, you had to be in front of people's faces all the time. But then what happened was in front of people's faces became a phone. So we had to figure out, okay, how do we cut through the noise? And when they scroll, to be that first video that pops up. And that's kind of how we ended up here. And we're just still riding that wave and still trying to do our best.
Absolutely. I love it. Like when you get out there and go on the streets and just, show people, strangers, your music for the first time, what kind of reactions do you get? And are you surprised by a lot of those reactions?
Honestly, very positive reactions. And that's kind of also the reason we continue to do these videos, because when we're done singing and stuff, there's everyone's clapping, everyone's happy, and that's our whole mission, to kind of raise the vibration of the world.
Yeah. What's your top 3 cities you've been to? Because I think you've been to New York, you've been to LA, and you've obviously been here in Canada.
Top 3 cities, I'm gonna throw.
Let's go by politeness.
By politeness, you know what? I think LA is pretty polite.
Really?
Like, yeah, I think LA is a little more polite than Toronto.
Yeah?
They're a lot more receptive to our content. But not to say Toronto isn't.
A bit aggressive in New York.
Everybody's aggressive in New York, but the city itself is beautiful. I'm gonna throw Barcelona in there as well.
Wow.
Love Barcelona.
Look at you. Wow, yeah.
Sophisticated.
I know. A well-traveled man.
I haven't even been there.
That was a little flex, Barcelona. Why not? You guys were at Coachella this year as well. Was that your first time at that festival?
First time at Coachella.
How was it?
Fantastic. It was a vibe. We got there. Luckily, we were able to film some content in there. We snuck a speaker in and a laptop and kind of went through the festival and got a few people involved in the video, so it was cool.
Nice. What's that crowd like when you're just kind of roaming around? Because Coachella has a bit of a, not a bad name, but like in terms of festival goers, they're not your typical festival goers. They're just kind of influencers and Instagrammers. Like, what was it like?
I think on our end, it was, we didn't really focus too much on that. So we were there to A, have a good time, see some artists, and B, to, when we ended up getting the speaker and laptop in, we were like, okay, let's make the most of it. Like, let's get as much content as we possibly can. I think the people were looking for a good time.
Yeah.
So they had a good time with us.
Yeah. Do you have any festivals kind of in your mind that you guys manifest and you're like, that's a stage I want to play at in the future?
Go ahead, Adams.
Definitely Coachella.
Yeah, 100%. I would also say Glastonbury.
Yes.
Really excited to
Yeah.
play there. That would be awesome.
100%. I'll put a good word in for you because obviously
Love
I'm from that part of town.
I got that vibe.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm giving that off. That's good. So let's talk about the brand new song for the summer, Sugar Mummy, right?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
It's an anthem. It's an anthem of female empowerment. CEOs. Who doesn't love a sugar mommy? But at the same time, honestly, it's just us being us and having fun and trying to get everybody involved, to whoever's involved, to have as much fun as possible.
Yeah. Have you played it for your mums?
Yes, they love it. They
They love it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
yeah, they're big fans.
Yeah.
And at first, people, like, when we were showing people, everyone's like really like, do I want to admit I love it? But then as the song's going on, they're singing like Sugar Mom, eh? Like,
Yeah. So set the scene. If someone's gonna listen to that song for the first time, where should they be? What surrounding should they pick?
You gotta be at a party.
Yeah, definitely at a party.
I feel like a pool party.
Buy a
kinda
pool.
thing.
Buy a pool
Yeah.
for
All
sure.
right. Pool party. Nice weather.
Definitely.
Sugar mommy.
Say no more. I just need to find a pool now. And tell me what you guys have got planned for the rest of 2023. You know, are you solely focused on what comes first? Is it the social media or the music? Because I feel like,
So
how do you balance that?
we're at a time now where social media is definitely moving up to probably just as important as the music. However, we're musicians first. So number one is, you can have all the social media, you can have all the virality you want. If your music is not good, it doesn't matter. You just become an influencer. So I think immediately music is always our focus, and content is the way that we bring our music to people, and content reflects the message that we're trying to bring with our music.
Yeah, with regards to plans, the rest of the summer we're gonna be dropping music all summer long. Summer of Crash Adams.
Crash Adams Summer.
And then we're dropping an EP in September. So
Nice. Looking forward to it.
Pumped.
Well, I think the one thing you need to get for the rest of the year is a brand deal with a furniture company. After that couch that you've been lugging around
IKEA.
everywhere.
Shout out IKEA.
Make it happen.
If you see this.
Where do you keep that red couch? Where does it stay?
secret location.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we
guarded
can't-
at all times.
There's security lockdown.
And for anyone that doesn't know, this wasn't like a Kijiji couch. It wasn't like, this was in the
No.
family, right?
Yep.
So
This
whose family was it?
So my grandmother, when she came to Canada, was probably one of the first couches they ever had. It was in her family room, and then it found a way into our studio. One time we took a photo on it. We had a photo shoot, and like the couch really popped in terms of like all the colors, and immediately you notice the couch. So we started thinking like, why don't we, like, it's us. We took naps on that couch. There's so many things that have happened, like eating lunch, like throughout our days in the studio. And when we finally saw that photo shoot, we were like, why don't we just bring it around, because it's an extension of us.
I was hoping you brought it here. Like, these aren't very comfy.
Next time.
Next
Next time we'll do this on the couch.
You bring it in. I'll give you a hand carrying it in.
And it's red for iHeart too.
Absolutely.
Love
There
it.
you go. It works. Well, Crash Adams, congrats on the brand new songs, Lucky and Sugar Mummy. We can't wait to hear what you do next. And,
Thank you so much for
follow the
having
guys, Crash Adams Music on Instagram and TikTok. Thanks so much for stopping
Definitely.
by.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate that.